Hello and welcome. I'm your host Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So attendees, what do you think the sense of today's webinar? Well, I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will deliver his expertise and make us learn about from table to dashboard power of visualization. And I'm sure you also be excited to part of today's webinar, today's learning process. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Dr. Robin Prakash Mathur, Assistant Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, lovely professional university. An experienced personality with demonstrated history of working in the education management industry, and he's engaging classes of UG and PG level of engineering and teaching subjects like Tableau, Big Data Analytics, Data Mining and Data Warehousing, Linux Lab and MIS. So he has mentored 18 master's dissertation and guided several graduate capstone projects, and his areas of expertise lies in database system, data science, and big data. So to his credit, he has published more than 21 research papers in various journals and conferences of repute. So sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Dr. Chirag Sharma, Assistant Professor, lovely professional university. Having 10 years of experience as an academician, he has specialization in image processing with 45 research papers in international journals. And attendees today, he will give you an insight of eligibility, fee, and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, he'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So thank you, sir, for joining us today. So with this, we'll begin today's webinar. I welcome you all again to the webinar and looking forward for a great interactive session. So over to you, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you. Okay, so good morning to all of you, and let me share my screen and let's start the presentation. Yeah, so welcome all of you for this session on the webinar on topic from table to dashboard, the power of visualization. My name is Dr. Robin Prakash Mathur, and I am from the School of Computer Science Engineering. As ma'am has discussed my brief profile, so I'm looking the courses of data science in the department. So in this discussion, or you can say in this presentation, that we will see about the power of visualization. So what is visualization and how it helps us in the decision making? So I will just go through the brief agenda of this discussion, like what major points that we will cover in this. The brief idea about the data visualization, like what data visualization is, the tabular form of the data, and dashboards that we will try to create in this session, and demonstration on creating dashboard in Tableau tool. So primarily we will use the tool Tableau in this for forming some of the beautiful visuals that we will see using some data sets. So like if I start my discussion here, like once we see the humans that from the ancient times, so the first visualization that we see, like one of the initial was 6200 BC, 6200 before Christ. So this was a Catalhoyuk ancient map that we see in the civilizations that we try to find, like archaeological departments used to search. So this one of the primitive images that we find on this planet, that people were using the visualizations in those times. So, and then like if you go little bit you can say near to the current state of scenario. In past 200, one of the most famous, you can say, the data visualization problem was solved by John Snow. So in 1854, there was a cholera epidemic in London,
I'm
and
sorry to interrupt you, sir. Dr. Robin, I'm so sorry to interrupt you,
yes,
sir.
ma'am.
Your screen is quite zoomed. So can you please zoom in the screen because we are unable to see the presentation properly. Can you please zoom in the screen, sir, a little bit?
Is it fine, ma'am?
No, sir. The scenario is the same.
Uh, this is like in a presentation mode I am right now.
Yes, sir, it is. But, sir, all right. Okay. Now it's fine, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So one of the earliest known example of data visualization was in London during the 1854 cholera epidemic. So there was an epidemic 200 years back approximately, and all these scientists, doctors were a bit worried, like what was the reason behind this epidemic, cholera epidemic, that a lot of people were died in this. So Dr. John Snow, like he just places those points where the majority of you can say people were get ill or died. So he found that in the city map there was a broad street pump, and near to this the majority of people were died. So finally they take the sample of this and find out that this water was contaminated, and although this water was finally go to the Thames River of London. So altogether, if I just try to conclude this particular slide, that in this scenario also, data visualization helps the decision makers to find out the reason behind the epidemic here. Now, what is data visualization? Like if you see the basic definition of the data visualization, the data visualization is a graphical representation of information and data. By using the visual elements like charts, graphs, and maps, data visualization tools uh, like provides an accessible way to see and understand trends, outliers, patterns, and data. So this is just like a graphical representation. I will just make you much more clear with an example, as most of the you can say the attendees that we have are like basically from the school background, or maybe some they are just trying to get inside the undergraduate courses. So graphical representation, if I just open, say in the school days, once you see the problems were like this. So you got the problems like you have a table in your mathematics examination and you were supposed to draw the bar graph of it. So why we draw such bar graphs? What is the relevance of this? See this, like whatever the data you are seeing on this screen, these are only like 5 rows of information here. Like you have preferred activities, number of students. So this is like the count or the frequency that we used to see in our school days. And like if we try to draw a bar graph of it, this will look like this. So problem is quite simple. You simply have a scale on this, having some class size, and you define the bar graph here. But now, once you become graduate and once you try to get inside the industry, the problems will be much more difficult. You have some data set like this in the Excel sheet. So, and I will show you some Excel sheet also in this discussion within few minutes. So is this data really interpretable, or can we draw some of the insights from this data set? This is quite a big problem for all the data science engineers, or you can say data analysts. So these Excel sheets cannot give me a very good insight. So can I turn these Excel or the tabular form of data into some graphical form? Yes, it is possible, and it is just the power of data visualization, which is used to convert the raw data into the visuals. So you have some data in the form of rows and columns, which are arranged in some tabular format, like you see in your school days. And there are, you can suppose there are 10 lakh rows of data in this tabular format, 10 lakh rows. and you may have 50 to 60 or 100 columns. So maybe you want to summarize that data into some visuals. So this is like, if you able to convert this data into such magical visuals, my problem is solved. I'm able to get good decision making on this visuals. That is very easy for the decision makers to take the decisions here. With the practical demonstration, it will be much more clear to you within few seconds. Just another definition, what are dashboards? Dashboard is a centralized display of multiple worksheets and related data into one location. What is this? What you are telling to me, sir? Like centralized display of multiple worksheets, related data in one location. What this all about? I'm not getting anything. This is dashboard. I know some dashboard, something like of my car, or I have seen the dashboard of the cockpit. So if you're thinking in this manner, you're absolutely correct. So if I just show you an airplane cockpit, this is just an airplane cockpit. You might have seen a glimpse of it once you are coming in and out of the airplane. If the door is open of the pilot cabin, somehow you may have a glimpse of this. So you might have seen that there are multiple meters on the pilot seat. And now on the basis of these parameters that are displayed on this visualization, the pilots are able to take decisions. Yes, I am flying on the altitude of 10,000 feet, 5,000 feet. What is the air pressure? What is the temperature outside? What is the fuel that I have left with? And a lot of things that are there on this particular dashboard of the airplane cockpit. Same, if you even not go to your airplane, you can just see your car dashboard also. Now the cars are very much intelligent nowadays. So you may have multiple meters inside that may tell you the speed, the engine dynamics, or the temperature of the car, or inside temperature, air pressure of the tire, and lot many of parameters on this screen. So by seeing these screens, as a driver or as a navigator, you can take a lot of decisions. My fuel is getting empty. This is my car current average. So if I just have 1 liter of fuel, I can just come up with 10 or 15 kilometers of next. I can drive very easily. So these decision makings are based upon these visuals. So the point is, can we draw such visuals that I have shown you here in this particular slide on some particular software? That if I show you this with particular sheet, can we draw such? Yes, it is possible. So there are a lot of softwares that are available in the market. They are primarily licensed tools, and academic tools are also available. So we can have such tools and make beautiful visualizations out of it. So let's come and I will start the demonstration so that you will, you can say, making some dashboard like this. So like once you become graduate and you are just inside the company and working as a data science engineer or data science analyst, you may form some dashboard like this. So this is a dashboard for a manager who are just taking the decision of the sales. So you are heading some firm and you're heading, you can say you're working as a vice president sales somewhere. Now you want only crisp information out of the entire data that you have. So this type of visualizations can help me really out of it. So without wasting much time, let's do this on machine now. So I will just demonstrate some data set and then we will go with the discussion here. So the first analysis that we will do is the analysis of superstore data set. Where I will show you some visuals like category wise sales, category and subcategory wise profit analysis, state wise sales analysis, region and order date wise profit analysis, segment wise profit analysis, finally making a dashboard. This is the first dashboard that we'll make out of the dataset Superstore. Also, we will just try to find out some dashboard out of an IPL cricket data that I have gathered, you can say data set from internet sources, that is from 2008 to 2022. From this, we will just find out who is the player of the match analysis, like year-wise matches played, winning team analysis, city where matches were played mostly, toss decisions and winner analysis, finally making the dashboard out of this. So without wasting much time, you can say on the discussion, let's come to the practical and see how we can make the analysis out of it. So let me show you before opening, you can say, and you can say is making the visuals. Let me show you that how the data set looks like. Like if I show you the data set that I have discussed, Superstore data set, so it will come in a form of an Excel sheet. So yes, so this is an Excel sheet. Let me make you some view here for you. So you can see the data is coming in this format to you once you join some company. So you download the data in some tabular format most of the time. So if this can be some inventory of a particular shop. So this is a row ID, the order ID. Suppose you place some order in Amazon, Flipkart, or any of the e-commerce site, the order date, the ship date, the ship mode, the customer ID, the customer name, segment, region, and so on. You can see there are a number of columns here. And also there are certain numeric values also that plays a role here, like what is the total sales, what is the quantity you purchase, the discount being offered, the profit being earned. So this is a data set, and how many rows are there in this data set? If I just show you, the count is 9994. So this data set is approximately 10,000 rows of data that we are having. Now can I say, just tell me you can say some of the questions like which category is having the highest sale. Suppose there are different categories of the data. So it is very difficult to find some insight from this data, which is very bulky in size, lot of columns, lot of rows. So with the help of visualization, now we'll try to find out some beautiful insights from this data set. So let me open this in a tool known as Tableau. So this is a Tableau, which is a licensed tool for the data visualization. There are other tools like Microsoft Power BI and so on. The list is very big. Google is also giving us tool. So Tableau is a company and which is US based, and the tool is of like given by, or you can say developed by them. So right now the data source that I'm having is basically, you can say, a data set of Superstore. So I'm just connecting my Tableau with a data source, that is sample Superstore. So this is like an interface, and if you're not getting much out of it, please don't worry. The objective here is just to demonstrate you the power of the visuals, like how those 10,000 rows can be converted into beautiful visuals. This is all the motive of this presentation. So I have all the columns, all the data that I'm having in this. This is just, you can say, imported from an external source. So I've connected my Tableau with some source, that is Microsoft Excel. The sample Superstore is a data set. So I'm coming to the worksheet, and here is the, you can say, the workspace of a Tableau tool. So there are tables, and these are the columns that are there in my Excel sheet, and you can say some of the measures also. So primarily, once we look about the Tableau, we have dimensions and measures. Now what is dimension and what measures are what you are telling? Dimensions are basically, you can say the values which are uh, like if I tell you in a very simple way, there are discrete value and continuous values. Since you, like most of you are like young minds, might not understood the term dimension and measures. Dimensions are the discrete value. What is discrete? So if I say there is a variable, you can say there is a variable which is discrete in nature. So if I say hair color is black, white, brown, and the color can be there. If I say height of a person is continuous, weight of a person is continuous in nature. So I hope you're able to differentiate between discrete and continuous values. And you can say price of you can say like what is the current US dollar rate as per India, that is continuous value, that is not discrete. So it can be like 75.65, 75.66. So this is a continuous value on the scale, and which can be measured Okay, so it's a numeric value. So once we speak, you can say this is a numeric value. So there are dimensions in this visualization. There are measures. Measures are the numeric values which are associated with the data. So the first analysis that I discussed here in, you can say, in my view was category-wise sales analysis. So let's see how easily we can make some visuals. We have category and we have sales. So I select here the bar graph. That's it. The first visual is ready and you can see the visuals on the screen. Can I add some color on this? Yes, I can add some color. So it's a very beautiful, colorful graph which is there on my screen. So sales amount on the label also, and I can make category on the label also. So very easily with some few clicks. So if you remember your school days, you have to take pen and pencil on this, you have to make the scale, you have to see the figure and make this bar very carefully. But on the softwares, it is just placing the things on the right place. So there are column and row shelf. That is just beyond the scope of the discussion right now. But you're able to understand that the data that we have seen in an Excel sheet on those 10,000 rows of data, I can just find out that this I can sort also. Okay, sorting is possible. So this one is like a sorting. So this was one presentation. So highest is of 830, 836,154 of technologies having the highest. This is furniture and the last one is office supply. So this is the graphical representation or a bar chart that we have. So if just I name it, if I just name this, this is like category wise sales. Okay, this is the first one that we make. The second analysis that we make is category, and we have subcategory, and we have profit. And I just go to there and I make a show me. So you can see I just rotate this. I can also make this subcategory on the colors. This is like a three-dimensional data that we have. This is a three-dimensional data that we have in front of us. Am I audible to everyone, ma'am?
Sir, you are audible. I think there was some kind of technical glitch, so video was off. But sir, you are loud and clear now.
Okay, ma'am, fine. So, like if you see here, this is like a multi-dimensional analysis. We have category, we have subcategory, we are analyzing profit. So this is like category and subcategory wise profit. So I'm analyzing the data from two different dimensions. One is category and subcategory. See, the third analysis that we can do is like state-wise sales. Of this particular tool, we have one of the dimension as a state. So if I double click on this state, see what will happen on the screen. A geographical map will get open. So just take time for 20 to 30 seconds to load, and then you will see that you're able to make a beautiful geographical role or geographical map on the screen. So yes, so it is about there on the screen, and we are able to see the data set in the form of visuals. So let me make it a filled map. So this data set is about the United States. So this is a map of a United States in front of us. And now I want to see the profit, or you can say sales state-wise. Now you can see there are some regions which are darker blue, some regions are lighter blue, and some are more lighter blue. So this is actually depending upon the sales. So the lighter blue is having a less sale and the darker blue is having the higher sale. So I can just put a sales amount also on this. This is the sales amount. And if I wish to place the name of the state also, state label. So you can see, so California is having the highest sale here, which is, you can say 457,668. So in the United States, this state is having the highest sales as per this data set. So what we have seen that we can make a beautiful geographical charts also. See, there was a data in the form of rows and columns, and this is like, you can say, a beautiful geographical map. Okay, so this is a geographical map sales representation. Okay, this is one of the discussion that we have done. See the next one, we have, you might have seen the line chart also. So let me show you the line chart. So you have, I want to see the region, then we have order date, we have region, order date, and let's have sales. I go to show me and we have a line chart. Okay, so now you can see that this is a line chart. So there are different regions in this data set, like central US, east US, south US, west US. So year of order date, okay, and the sales. We can also get the month wise detailing also. So if I just get to the next level, this is like a month or quarter wise analysis. So this is like another view of it, quarter wise analysis of the data. So in a year we have 4 quarters, so quarter wise analysis, 2019 Q2, 19 Q4 and all. This is a line chart. So with a few clicks, we are able to make a line chart here. So this is like line chart representing sales. Okay. And the last analysis on this data set is segment wise profit. So you might have seen in school days a pie chart. Okay, so let me draw you a pie chart, segment wise profit. I select segment and profit and I go to pie chart. And you can see on the screen that there is a beautiful pie chart. Can I make it a little bit more beautiful? Yes, I can make it. I just make the name of the segment on the label. We have profit on the label, and this is what you have on the screen. So this is like segment wise profit. Okay. The last thing that we have to do with this data set is the dashboard. Okay, so this is a dashboard that we can create here. So let me draw a beautiful dashboard that all of you can enjoy here. So let me make it automatic, and these were the charts that we have drawn. So let me drag, make it on a floating view. So I just make category here. So this is the first visual that we have made. This is the second visual that we made. We can make it a little bit wider also, so that things becomes visible to us more clearly. This is a third analysis that we have seen. This is the fourth. Analysis that you have done, and this is a last pie chart that you have built for the analysis. So right now, if I make it on the full screen, this is the dashboard that as a vice president sales, maybe after your graduation, one day you become a vice president sales or head sales, you wish to see the entire sales or the profit of the globe. So you're heading some country, so you are a president or vice president sales for United States. So now you have a beautiful dashboard. Now while seeing this data, you can make a good decisions. So data visualization help the analyst to take good decisions on right moment of time. So this is much more helpful as compared to the tables that I have shown you, which is having 10,000 rows of data and around 21 or 22 columns. So on this, you can make a very good decision. Okay, so this is something called a dashboard in Tableau. We can have a number of things in this. but this is one of the basic skeleton that you can see on the screen. Let me demonstrate the another, you can say, the problem that I just told you about the IPL data set. So let me save it. This is a save, this is a book one, and save. I just close it, and I start the fresh Tableau connection again, so that we can start the demonstration of IPL analysis. So again, we have to connect with some source. So this is the IPL data that we have, and this data is from 2008 to 2022. So we make some exploratory data analysis on this data set. So if I just show you the columns that it is having, so ID of the match, the city where it has been played, the date, the season, the match number, and you can say the team which played, the venue, toss winner, toss decisions, winning team, won by, margin, methods, empire, and there are certain columns in this. So just coming to the worksheet, the first analysis that we will go here in this particular data set will be like the player of the match. Okay, so you have player of the match. Okay, so who has become the highest number? Okay, which player is becoming, you can say, having the highest number of player of the match in his basket. So I have to just find out that guy here. So player of match and the IPL matches so far win. And I just go to the show me option here, and we have a beautiful bubble chart. You can see very easily, I just draw this particular chart here. And if I just move the player of the match on the color, so this becomes a colorful also. And how many matches these players have won, I just make it on the label. Okay, so this is standard, this is on the entire view. And if I just make it on the presentation mode, it will be much more clear. So if you see here, with some of you having an interest in the cricket also, so AB de Villiers is having 25 player of matches in his basket. And then we have Chris Gayle, 22, and the list is big here. So Warner is having 18, MS Dhoni is having 17. Then you can see the Gautam Gambhir. So the larger the bubble size, how we interpret this data, larger the bubble size here in this, you can say the larger the frequency is, the count is. So this is a beautiful bubble chart, and this chart is about, the name of this chart is player of the match. So I just name it as player of the match. Okay, this is the first analysis. The next analysis that we will see, we have year-wise matches played. Okay, we have year-wise matches played. So you have date, and then you have the count. Okay, and this is a line chart. Very easy. This I'm not making much more depth. This is something called exploratory data analysis. So we are not getting much in depth analysis, but just exploring the data set overall. So this count, once I move on the label, this is a count. So since 2008 to 2022, this number of matches were played every year. Okay, so 74 was 2022, so 24 matches were played here. Last time was 2013, 76 were played here. Okay, so this analysis is giving me year-wise matches played. Please take this as only a demonstration. I'm not claiming any, you can say, any figure here. This is just a data set that we are getting from different sources. So I cannot claim this as a very much correct, but this is based upon the data set that we have. So the next analysis that we can do is the winning team. Which team has won the highest matches here, high number. So this is winning team, one of the column, and the IPL matches. And now I show you another type of chart that is called a tree map. Okay, this is another visualization. And now if I move the winning matches here on the label. And if I just make the winning team on the color also, so this will make a beautiful chart here, which is a tree map. So 131 win with 131 wins in Mumbai Indians having the highest number of wins in their basket. So you can see that instead of seeing those Excel in total, you can say Excel in format, this is much more easy. Okay, so this is like winning team. Okay, two more analysis that I have shown you. So as you have explored, this is a tree map. Then we have another very beautiful analysis. I just go to city and I want to see where in India the most number of matches were played. So I just go to a field, just make it a none here. And I just move towards India here. Because earlier this was, so now you can see the map of India here. So, and this is a map of India, and some matches were South Africa. So I think during COVID time, some matches were there, or earlier also. Some matches were played in South Africa also. Those were highlighted in the data set. Now, can I make it more beautiful? Yes, I can make it. So see, background layer, I make it satellite view. Now you can see another visual. Okay, now city on the label and the count again on the label. So now if I just get inside the depths, so Chandigarh is having 56, okay, Pune is having 51, Kolkata 59, Vishakhapatnam 13, Chennai is 67, Nagpur is 3. Further I have to get inside Rajkot. We have Mumbai as 159, okay, Navi Mumbai is 9. Let me check somewhere near to LPU. We have Dharamshala also. So Dharamshala is also there, where 9 matches were played in last, I can say 14 or 15 years. So 2008 to 2022, 9 matches were played. Chandigarh is 56, Jaipur is 47. So nearby to LPU, if I say there is Dharamshala and Chandigarh, so altogether 65 matches were played. So one can enjoy the cricket matches also if they are nearby to LPU. So Jaipur, Kanpur, Nagpur and all. And if I go here, there were some matches in Abu Dhabi also, Dubai also. Some matches were there in I think in African continent also. And these were in Centurion, Cape Town, Port Elizabeth and Durban. So this is a beautiful geographical chart claiming the cities where the matches were played. This is a fourth analysis, and the last analysis that we can see is the toss decision winners. Okay, let me make you first this chart and then I will discuss the view. We have toss winners. We have the count here. Okay, this is a count. Then I am having toss decision on the color and toss count on the label. Okay, so what is this all about? This is again a beautiful bar chart. Okay, this is a bar chart again, stacked bar chart we call it. And again, like whatever the bar charts you have drawn in the schools, are advanced form of it. So within a single bar, I say that Chennai Super King, okay, like those are the toss winners. Okay, those are the toss winners, and you see the color scheme here. Blue is for bat, orange is for field. Okay, so if I say Mumbai Indians, okay, this is a Mumbai Indians, they are having a total like 72. They field first and they bat less, and the more number of time they were the, you can say, they win the match. Okay, this is a count. So if Mumbai Indian select to field first, they have, you can see, the higher number of winnings here. This is how we analyze. So who wins and select to bat or field. This is what the analysis is about. So this is again one of the analysis. Let me make on the entire view. This is analysis. Okay, this is like toss decision winner analysis. Okay, so can I make a beautiful dashboard out of it? Yes, I can make it. Just go to new dashboard. And again, I'm making this on a floating. I'm not much getting inside the technicalities of this tool, but I'm just showing you the power of the visualization. Again, I'm saying. So this is the first visualization. Okay. This is the first visualization that I can have. So name of the players. Let me fit only few ones. Okay. Then we have year of the matches played. Then we have the winning team, the cities that mostly the matches were played. Okay, so this becomes quite big. Okay, so let me make it little bit shorter. For a time being, I just remove it. Okay, just for a time being, just for this demonstration purpose, I'm just removing it. So this is the view, and this is a toss decision versus. Right? So this is like if I just go to here, and this is a dashboard that I'm having for, you can say, the IPL data. Okay, this is just like an exploratory analysis. I'm not doing the player-wise analysis here. So the toss decision winners, the player of the matches with a bubble chart. This is a line chart. This is a tree map. This is a geographical map. This is a stack bar chart. So these are some of the advanced charts, like these 3-4s below. We might not have seen in our school days. So once you get inside the data science domain, you will just find out there are n number of beautiful charts that we can make out of our data. And this is something called the power of visualization. So instead of viewing this boring Excel sheet like this, which is of around 950 rows of data, I'm very much comfortable in viewing this as a dashboard, which is giving me one of the best insights of this data set. So what is the overall conclusion of this presentation of last 35-40 minutes is that once we see the dashboard, okay, like I just again come to this airplane, as an analyst, as a decision maker, I have always a need of a data which give me more insights, which gives me more in-depth you can say data which helps me for the decision making. The only keyword here is a decision making. So in any of the business, whether it's a manufacturing, production, or you can say aviation, any sector that you see, healthcare, the only keyword is a decision making. So right decision at right moment of time. This is only possible with the help of data that we have. And again, once we mold the data into the visualization, the things become much and much beautiful. So I hope this small session, although was making you a bit aware of the concepts of data visualization, how you can say how we can convert this table into a dashboard. So this is all from my side. I would welcome the queries if any of the attendants have. I welcome all the queries from your end. Over to you, Ruby ma'am. I'm done from my side.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. What an impactful presentation. You have bounded us with your visionary thoughts. And audience, thank you for your patience and participation. And I'm sure you must have upgraded your skills by the inputs and learning shared by our expert. So, sir, thank you so much. Yes, sir, we have few queries from attendees. So with your permission, we'll take up those queries, sir.
Yes, ma'am, yes. I'm welcoming all the queries if they have.
Okay, sir. So there is a query from Gulkarmanjeet Singh. He wants to know that which students can approach for this program.
See, primarily, if I see data visualization, it is coming inside the computer science engineering only. And we have different domains in the computer science engineering. Like I can say we have artificial intelligence, we have machine learning, we have data science. So data visualization is coming inside the data science domain. Once you opt for a broad degree like computer science engineering, you will be aware of such courses. These courses will be offered to you as a basket of courses, and you can have a learning in this.
Thank you so much, sir. So there is another query from Tanishka. She wants to know that is this field in CS and is this course available online?
Yes, courses are available online also. Uh, Primarily, I have just demonstrated you the visuals. You can say the engineering principles, like how tables are designed, how tables have relations behind the scene. These are all you can say are read as a theoretical concepts first. As a student, once we learn what is database, how tables are created, how tables are populated with the data, what is the relationship between the columns and all, then you can have a better you can say intuition to see that data as a visual. So if you only go with this course only, yes, you can get a knowledge from the online course, but primarily you should have strong theoretical fundamental concepts which can come out from a good degree that you can go with. That is my perception. It may be different for all other people also, but these are depending upon your fundamental education that you got.
Thank you so much, sir. Because of the dearth of the time, we'll take last but not the least query of our attendees. So an attendee wants to know that is all these application you were discussing about will be easily available or affordable to everyone, or LPU will assist in this?
Like if I specifically speak about the tool that I have demonstrated, like Tableau right now we are working upon, although these are licensed tools, like you cannot use these tools directly as an individual or a firm or a company. As an academic institution, once you enroll as a student, these Tableau is having a student academic license. For that we can get a 1-year license key. Okay, so once you have a student I-card and all, you just approach the Tableau through communication, and then they will give you a license for 1 year. Otherwise, this is a license tool. One cannot use this directly in the industry. Okay, you have to buy the license. As a student, as an academician, we can get a license, academic license of learning for 1 year, primarily, initially, you can say.
Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. So there is one query that is from Abhilash. And Dr. Chirag, I would like you to throw some light on this. Abhilash, we have our expert, Dr. Chirag sir, with us, who will tell you about this, all this problem you are facing. So Dr. Chirag, there is an attendee, Abhilash. He wants to know that his dashboard has been blocked and he has given the LP test exam as well as 10,000 rupees for the admission, but dashboard is being blocked. So what is the solution, or he can overcome from this problem? So Dr. Chirag, he can raise a query, I believe, on the LPNS portal. What's all this?
Yes, yes. Primarily, that option is given to the student, as well as the student can mail to us at admissions@lpu.co.in, where we will be replying to the students within 2 or 3 days to solve it.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. So with this, we'll move to Dr. Chirag Sharma for the overall admission part and infrastructure part of the university. So over to you, sir.
So I'm going to discuss the admissions part, since Robin sir explained about data science and data engineering course specifically. Guys, firstly, you just need to log into our website. Website link is nest.lpu.in. Again, just see the browser. The browser says nest.lpu.in. Over here, we have BTech. BTech, there are different types of BTechs, by the way. Like we are dealing with computer science engineering, and we are offering computer science engineering in various options. Like we have BTech as well as BTech honors. So let's say if we are talking about the BTech course, so BTech course has various options such as, just a minute, I'm just opening the website link. Yeah, the website link says there are many options of BTech. So in BTech, we have BTech honors, and streams that we are offering are computer science engineering courses with international credit option, or computer science engineering as a whole. So if I talk about the computer science engineering part, there are many options which are available to the students. Like just see on the website, on the right side of it, we have the course. We are having the industry tied up course with certain industries. We have BTech computer science engineering, BTech computer science engineering honors with cyber security and blockchain with CompTIA, and then we have BTech honors computer science engineering, data science and data engineering tied up with Transorg. So, and there are various options, like students can opt for work integrated program also, like they can earn while they are studying right now. So again, there is a basic computer science engineering course as well. So it's up to the students whether they want to do the industry oriented courses. So the difference between simple BTech computer science engineering and the industry oriented courses is that in BTech computer science engineering course, in second year, they will be having the specializations. Like we have data science, we have machine learning, AI, cyber security. The students will be asked for that particular option. But in industry oriented courses, they will be studying those courses from the very first year onwards. Like if a student wants to enroll in BTech honors computer science engineering with data science and data engineering tied up with transfer analytics, they will be studying the data science and data engineering courses from the very first year onwards. So if there are various eligibility criterias and various different criteria, so I'll just discuss about the BTech computer science engineering with transfer and data science and data engineering options. As you can see in the website, the students will be having 12 to 16 specialization courses related to this particular field. Apart from that, students will be given seed money to create the respective projects if they want to have any startup idea. So 2 to 5 lakhs are given to the students, and and they will be studying around 40% of the industry oriented courses. They will have industry mentors also. This is again, guys, this is BTech honors computer science engineering, data science and data engineering tied up with transfer analytics. So for every kind of course, you need to be eligible. So for eligibility criteria, obviously you must have qualification which is +2, right? And then again, after that, you must have a particular uh, fees and scholarship criteria. Like if I talk about the fees of this particular course, the fees is 1,90,000 per semester, but we are giving the scholarship based on your percentage in +2 marks, or LPU Nest cutoff. LPU Nest is National Eligibility and Scholarship Test, or JEE main score, which is you must have more than 80 percentile, or you if you have 95 percentile, so it means you will be given the scholarship of 72,200. So it means your fees will be reduced to 1,17,800 rupees. You have category 2 cutoff, or you have percentage marks in +2 from 90 to 94.99 percentage in +2. So your scholarship will be 53,200, and your fees will be reduced to 1,36,800. And if you have the scholarship cutoff of category 3, means you have 80 to 89.9% marks in +2 or JEE means percentile, or again JEE means percentile more than 85% and less than, it means you must get the JEE percentile of 85% or more. So there you will get the scholarship of 34,200, and your fees will be reduced to 1,55,800. Now let me just overview with these kind of scholarship schemes that we are offering. But again, there is a particular, there are important dates that you must know. So the important dates to apply for this exam has actually started from 26th of May onwards, and last day to apply for LP Nest examination. Guys, LP Nest examination is very, very, very important. Why? Because this is the eligibility criteria for BTech. So you must have percentage of 60% or plus. Along with that, you must qualify with the LP Nest examination. If you have JEE main score, which is 85% or more, you still have to apply for LP Nest examination and get your LP Nest exempted. So, and the last date to apply for LP Nest examination is 15th July. So we have 2 days left. The slot booking has already started. You will be given particular date, and your result will be out in the very next particular day, right? So this is and eligibility criteria is 70% in this course, since it's an honors course. So 70% aggregate marks in 10+2 or equivalent qualifying for LPU Nest. Guys, this is a particular fees for this particular course, which is BTech Computer Science Engineering Honors, Data Science and Data Engineering, which is an industry-oriented courses with transfer analytics. Now, the uh, important thing is that you can also study computer science engineering basic course also. So it's not that you must be doing this particular course. You have a basic computer science engineering course where you will be studying data science if you opt for that particular specialization. So just a minute for it. I'm basically exploring the programs of engineering. Right. So we have 1 second. So I'm selecting a particular. I'm going with engineering course. I'm going with computer science engineering course. I'm going taking a basic overview of computer science engineering. So it's now if I talk about the simple beta computer science engineering course, that particular course we are giving for 1,20,000 every semester. So what is the difference? The difference is that you will not be studying the industry courses from the very first year onwards. You will be studying the basic computer science engineering courses, and the specializations like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and data science will be provided in the second year onwards. So your again fees is 1,20,000. The eligibility criteria is here. The eligibility criteria would be your 60% of aggregate marks in +2. It's not 70%, it's 60% with +2, along with the applications of LPU Nest examination, and the scholarship that we are offering are based on your qualifying exam, which means your +2, or it is your JEE mains, or again it is your LPU Nest performance. If it is 95%, if you are scoring 95% or above in +2, you will be getting the scholarship of 45,600. If your score is 90 to 94.99, your scholarship is 33,600, and if your percentage is 80 to 89.99, your scholarship is 21,600. Or we are providing on the basis of LPU Nest examination, which is National Eligibility and Scholarship Test. Over here, the scholarship amount is again 45,600, 33,600, and 21,600. This is as per category 1, 2, or 3 cutoff that you are getting. Or if your JEE main score is more than 85 percentile, we are giving scholarship with 85 to 90%. If you are ranging, it's 21,600. 90 to 95, you are getting 33,600 or 95 percentile. Plus, you will get 45,600. Guys, it is either of these. So whatever is the best, we will be providing you the same. I'll be happy to take the queries if there is any query regarding any admission part. So that's it from me. If there is any query from any candidate, so you can ask me the same.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission part. And yes, sir, there is another query from Tanishka Rathor. As you're from the same background, sir, I hope you will solve the query of the attendee. So he wants to know about the future scopes if we choose data analysis as a choice in CS.
See, right now everything we are doing is with data only. So data is the data science is the brightest, most the field right now. Why? Because the data visualization, as Robin sir said, is actually being backed up by many companies, because they are analyzing the performance of every organization on the basis of how they are visualizing or how they are analyzing their data. Like right now we are giving you webinars, and again, on the basis of the analysis of the webinars, if you are able to get convinced, and we are able to fetch the admissions, so again we can visualize those data or analyze those data to webinars even better, to have high number of admissions. So again, this is a part of data science, I guess. So data science and data engineering, guys, it's everywhere. Like companies like Infosys or SAP, these are basically analyzing a future of various big organizations, from tennis professionals to all the various good companies. Uh, these kind of analysis, they are used everywhere. So again, analysis is right now the hotmost industry throughout. Our hotmost topic, I guess, not the industry, but the topic. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. So, attendees, you have heard our mentorship. So, I would suggest you that decisions determine destiny. So, don't wait for the last day. Decide your own date and take the admissions as soon as possible. So that's all for today. Thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in today's webinar. We appreciate you all for being here and believe your knowledge has been enriched by this webinar. And also, I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution on today's webinar. And I hope and I firmly believe that your years of experience, your years of research will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So thank you everyone. Until next time, I, Ruby Gill, finally sign off the session.
Thank you.